What's going on in the league? Where do you want to start?
Well, I just thought, we're leaning into Christmas here. We're getting close,
Yep.
and I think it's an area that we don't talk about enough. I was watching, one of the shows on, like, actually it was a commercial in the middle of the news about one of the Vancouver Canucks making a visit to the kids hospital here in Vancouver, and it's something that they do a great job with, and helping the hospital and stuff like that. And I started to think, I know how much the Canadian Football League and their players really lean into the community. And I went and text Ariel, who is the PR person for the Riders, and you guys know her, and she sent me back just some numbers on what the Saskatchewan Roughriders do in that province with, just in 1 year, for instance, last year, they got to over 30,000 students in every corner of the province to discuss, mental health and wellness and literacy. They've created and raised $1.5 million for amateur football, and over 700. And you think about this for a second. In a year, over 700 community appearances. That's that's charities, that's hospital visits to the kids. And I start thinking about it this time of year because we're all celebrating Christmas, we're all celebrating family, getting everyone together, but there's a lot of people that are really struggling. And there's some kids that are struggling with mental health issues. And I don't think it can be overstated that we don't talk about enough how much the team does and the Riders do to get those guys out there. And I tried to think, guys, why are the Riders so good at it? I mean, their fans give back. Their fans give the team so much that giving back is easy there. And I know that firsthand. You want to do that. You're dying to do it because the fans in a game just raise the level. But it's further than that. It's deeper than that. And because there's other teams that have great fan bases. So why are the Riders so good? The Riders have had the winner of the Jake Gadar Award. You guys know what the Jake Gadar Award is. The Jake Gadar Award is for community service. Jake Gadar was a great commissioner, was in the armed forces, and it's the player that best sort of resembles or has the same characteristics of a man or a woman in the military. And there's a reason that the Riders have won it in 3 straight years. I'm on the committee of the Jake Gadar Award. It's a really important award that I believe in a big way, and have been from the beginning. And I know why it is, because they care about it. The team, the PR department, Ariel and the president, and Craig and Jeremy, all the guys really believe that they can make a difference in the community with kids growing up. And because of that, they put a ton of detail into the submissions of the candidates that could be a Jake Gadar Award winner. And when we went through them all as a committee, and there are men and women on the armed forces on that committee, the league office is on it, the commissioner, and also the Players Association. And you go through all great applicants, by the way, all great finalists. But at the end of the day, the Riders just kind of continue to be the front runners in this area. So I thought this time of year, I know we have a quick hit because you guys are entertaining a crowd out there, and it's a remote that's going off and having a good time. So I just thought this time of year, it's good to just sort of remind everybody that the Riders are out there in the community. You get a chance. I hope they're helping a lot of people, young kids that may be struggling. And if you are a young kid that's listening right now that's struggling, talk to someone you trust. Talk to a parent. Talk to an adult that you trust. Maybe a really good friend that can help you with his parents if you don't feel like you can talk to your own parents. So,
Yeah, and
find that help.
The other thing there, Glenn, is, and it's so hard. We've all known people that have gone through that or are going through that. Like, especially as a kid, you have to be so brave, and you have it in you, right? Like, it could be the bravest thing that you do for your life, and a lot of kids are doing it, and it is hard. And your words resonate, man. Because I see it, I've seen it, my wife sees it. It's really, really good words. Before we let you go, though, on another note with the Riders, tomorrow we got Craig Reynolds on, kind of doing a year recap with Reynolds in studio, Dave Thomas and I. And there are a couple of really interesting, just on the heels of the community and the Riders, and that we're going to touch on. Riders 50-50 sales in 2024 tops.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know, and you could probably go to NFL teams because 50-50s aren't that big in the States.
No, they don't seem to move down there.
They don't generate. And the other thing, Glenn, which was, you're going to love this part, and maybe we get about a minute and 20 seconds on this from you. Youth tickets this year up.
Yeah, outstanding. And, I think the new ownership here in Vancouver and other places have really helped to kind of lead in that regard too, to suggest that if the teams and the league and the players take care of the young people, the kids, I've often said that Disney has never sold me anything to do with Buzz Lightyear, but my son does. And my son was 8 years old. He said, "Dad, I want to go to McDonald's to have a Buzz Lightyear or wherever," right? And they sell the parent. So if you take care of the kids, expose them to the game, also be there to support them with this mental health and being in the community with their heroes out there, and they know, guys, that these hockey players that you're talking about right now in on this show, the football players, we have self-doubt too. We all have had times of depression, and you're not alone. You're not alone. So talk to somebody you trust. If you're feeling bad or you don't feel right, talk to somebody you trust. And like you said, Barney, that courage, dig down deep. You can do it, and it'll change your life for the better. And the players are out there doing it too. So yeah, hey, the kids are getting back involved in football, and it's great because it transcends the game. It really does. It teaches life lessons.
I gotta turn this way. Notre Dame football hat.
Yes,
Notre Dame Hounds football hat. Unique. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Thanks so much, Glenn. Yeah, we are up. We got Maddox Schultz and his dad coming on later. Appreciate it. And we'll chat with you next week, buddy.
Okay. Thank you, guys.